there. Property already that is associative, we can prove it, right? And this triangle inequality is important. If I have a vector of magnitude A and another vector of magnitude B, then sum of these two vectors will have magnitude which will be less than the difference of the two sides. Greater than the difference of the two sides and less than the sum of two sides. Okay, this triangle inequality, I think you already got it, that it will be greater than the difference of the sides, but it will be less than the sum of sides. For example, if I say a triangle has one side length 3 unit, another side length 4 unit, then tell me what will be the size of the resultant. What will be the resultant size possible in this case? The minimum resultant will be 1 and maximum length of the resultant will be 7. So resultant will lie between, resultant vector will lie between, magnitude of resultant will lie between 1 and 7. How do we get 1 and 7 from here? We are getting 1 and 7 from 3 and 4. So 1 I am getting 4 minus 3.
Sir, minus
and 7 I am getting 4. Yes?
Minus 1.
No, not minus 1. Not minus 1. Reason is, while we are asking magnitude, that cannot be negative. Okay. Therefore, I have taken mod here. Observe, I have taken mod. Yeah. You may be thinking, why I am not taking mod here? Here, when I say A without vector sign, then it automatically means magnitude of A plus magnitude of B. So this is already magnitude here and magnitude here. But while I take the difference of two magnitudes, somebody may take the difference in this case minus 4. Give us minus. Can the no, I have to write as plus. Understood? So this is how we will find out the size. Difference of vectors. How to get the difference of vectors?
Sir, once repeat that, sir. Your voice is not audible clear.
Which one? Voice was breaking.
Yes, sir. Now also.
Your voice is breaking, sir. It's not clear. We cannot hear you now.
Wait a second. Let me join again. So what I said is that if I have two vectors of magnitude given as 3 and 4, then their resultant can have magnitude minimum possible 1 and maximum possible 7. How do I get 7 number? By adding the magnitudes separately.
Adding them.
Okay. Adding the magnitudes. I am assuming A is of length 3 and B is of length 4. Then the third side will be having length which is less than sum of these two sides. You know that already from triangles. It is nothing about vectors. It is about the sides of the triangle. You know that or not?
Yes, sir.
The third side will always be, the third side will have length which will be less than the sum of the remaining two sides, but it will be greater than the difference of the two sides. What is the difference of the sides here? 4 minus 3. That is 1. So minimum possible value of this length will, maximum possible value of this length will be 7. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Is it understood now?
Yes, sir.
Same triangle inequality is valid for difference, not only for sum, for the difference of the vectors.
Hello.
You're not hearing my voice? Wait a second.
We can hear you, sir.
Can somebody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I think this might also be the reason today I'm in class late, and some of students may have exhausted their data pack. When data pack will be exhausted, then the signal you will not be able to
Sir, no, sir. At
hear me because
sometimes
your
your
bandwidth is low.
voice is breaking.
Yes,
So voice will appear to be breaking only to some students. Those who don't have proper speed.
No, sir. Speed
That
is
speed
good
is low,
for
then
me,
voice will
sir.
appear to be breaking.
12 MB
No,
per
sir.
second,
For
like
everyone,
that.
it was
Fine.
It is good for
breaking
you?
previous.
Okay, for everyone it is breaking. Wait a second then. Let me do some arrangements. I will try to shift to different room. Maybe there you will be able to hear properly. Okay. Let me change my location. Can you hear it now?
Yes,
This
sir.
location. Okay, then okay, I will take from there. You will be. I have shifted my location. So if again some problem is there, you let me know. Right. So where you are taking this, right? So some of the sides is difference of the sides. Difference of the sides will also be represented by the third side. How to take the difference? Difference is also like taking sum. If I want to take a minus b, I will take a plus minus of b. How to take minus of b? I have told you what is of a vector. If vector is pointing in this direction, here you observe it. Vector is pointing in the left hand side. It is pointing in this direction. But what will be the negative of a vector? That will be pointing opposite to the vector. So
Opposite.
it is must be here. Same magnitude, but opposite direction. Therefore, a minus b will be also sum. It will be sum of a vector with negative of the vector. If I sum a vector with negative of the vector, it means I have taken the difference. That will give me this resultant. What will be the formula for that resultant? I can get the result by this way. Here it is a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta, while it is sum. And while it is difference, then becomes a square plus b square plus 2ab cos of pi minus theta. Cos of pi minus theta becomes what? Minus cos theta. So you are understanding why a minus b will be a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta? Have you understood this or not?
Yes, sir. Understood.
yes, sir.
Let me again tell you, some students have this confusion that because b is negative, therefore we are getting negative here. No, we are not getting negative because b is negative. These are all magnitudes. We are getting negative because of the angle. What is the angle between vector a and vector minus b? Observe this angle here. This angle right here is equal to pi minus theta. Equal to this angle also. Pi minus theta. This angle is theta. I have told you, when angle between head and tail is theta, then actual angle between the vectors will be pi minus theta.
Pi
That
minus
point is
theta.
clear?
Yes,
Therefore,
yes.
this negative sign appears because of this. Okay. Because of that it is appearing. Next. Can you prove this? Prove that if sum and difference of two vectors are mutually perpendicular, then the magnitude of the two vectors must be equal. Can you prove it? This is hint. I have given hint also. You understand here that, let us say this is R1 and that is R2. Do you know what is R1 representing here? R1 is one body diagonal.
Yes,
That
sir.
body diagonal is representing the sum. And what
Yes,
is
sir.
R2 representing? R2 is
Difference.
representing here Which difference, B minus A or A minus B? Which difference R2 is representing?
A minus B, sir.
How to tell?
Ah,
This way we will tell. Observe it here. A plus R1. If I go from O to A and then A to B, notice O to A and A to B, then I'm going O to B.
Right,
Right or not?
sir.
So
Yes.
OA plus OB, sorry, OA plus not OB, plus AB. OA plus AB equals to OB. It means I can write A plus, what is AB? AB is R2. A plus R2 is equal to B. Then what is R2? Then R2 is B minus A, not A minus B. It is B minus A. So this confusion can be for anyone. Even I also may get confused. Whenever I will be getting confused, what I will be doing? I will be doing in this way. Always think in this way. These two are in same order. When two vectors are in same order, then they will be representing the vectors which are to be summed up. And the vectors which is in opposite order, this B vector will be resultant. B vector is resultant of A and R2. Therefore, R2 is the difference of these vectors. R2 is not the resultant, R2 is the difference. Or I can say R2 is resultant of B and minus A. R2 can be regarded as resultant, but it can be regarded resultant of B and not A, but B and minus A. Understood?
yes, sir.
Right. So now, can you follow this hint? And from that, can you reach the conclusion or not? One diagonal represents the sum. Sorry, I have written sum. One diagonal represents the sum, and other represents the difference. R1 represents sum, and R2 represents the difference. If it is given sum and difference of two vectors are mutually perpendicular, when in the parallelogram, are the diagonals perpendicular or not? No, normally they are not perpendicular. But
Only in
if
rhombus they are
diagonals of
perpendicular.
rhombus, yes. So if I am saying they are mutually perpendicular, indirectly I am telling that it should form a rhombus. But if it is
Yes.
forming a rhombus, then the magnitude of two vectors must be equal.
Equal. Yes,
Then
sir.
I'm
All
concluding.
sides are equal.
So you understood why the magnitudes should be equal if the diagonals are mutually perpendicular. Understood, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, then we
Now,
get the answer on R2. Zero, no. All are equal magnitudes.
all are equal magnitudes. Then what you want to say? What you are saying? Say it.
R2, sir. Resultant vector 2 equal to 0, no.
R1. Are you saying resultant R2 equal to R1?
No, sir. R2 equal to 0, no. The magnitude all are equal to A. Then A vector minus A vector equal to 0, no.
No. Oh, this was. Oh my God, these are vectors. It is not a difference of 3 minus 3 is not 0 in vectors.
Okay, sir.
What is the possible value of 3? Wait, listen again. Again, I have to repeat same thing only in triangle inequality. If I have two vectors, one of side length 3, other of side length 3, these are representing sides of triangle. You observe. If I ask you this question, okay, I'm asking you this question. I have a triangle of two sides, 3 and 3. Then you tell me what could be the possible length
0
of the
to
third
6,
side.
sir.
I think you will quickly say it could be 0 to 6. So this represents the resultant possible values of the resultant. If one side is 3, other is 3, then the resultant could be any value 0 to 6, depending upon the angle between these remaining two vectors. So don't just reach the conclusion if one is 3, other is 3, then A minus B will be 0. It will not be 0. And this is the formula. Observe the formula also. If I give you A as 3, and if I give you B as 3, will you get 0 here automatically? No, you will get some other result. You will get 3 square plus 3 square minus 2 into 3 square into cos theta under the root. And that may not be 0.
The
Understood?
answer
Okay.
depends on the angle, sir.
Yes, answer will depend definitely on the angle between A and B. And I have not given you angle. So it can have different answers depending upon what angle I will give you. Okay. But anyhow, if it is forming a rhombus, if the magnitude wise these are equal, then definitely whatever the angle may be between them, but the diagonals will become mutually perpendicular. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Next we have OABCDE is a regular hexagon. You can observe it. OABCDE is a regular hexagon. Can you find out OA plus OB plus OC plus OD plus OE magnitude if side length is given as A? Regular means all these are equal in magnitude. Now, if these are equal in magnitude, it will be very stupid if I directly say A plus A plus A plus A and give the answer as 6A. Will it be right? No, first of all, it is not A.
No,
Sorry. One is A. What is other? OB is what? OB is, we have to calculate. OC is, I think, 2A. Can you say OC is 2A or not? This is A, this and this. In fact, that I think I should be careful here. OC magnitude is equal to 2A and OA magnitude is equal to A. Okay, like this. But what is the magnitude of the resultant? The resultant of these all red vectors. These red vectors I am taking here. Find it out. One vector at the center I am taking as M. Not vector, one point I am taking at the center as M. This point may be useful. I will tell you why. Because you observe here, how many equilateral triangles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 equilateral triangles. In these equilateral triangles, whatever side you are seeing, all these sides will be equal. For example, EM will be equal to MD, will be equal to ED. All these will be equal to AH. Do you understand why this is equilateral?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yes, sir, because it's
Because
regular
diagonals
hexagon.
bisect each other.
Because in regular hexagon, if you know, and these angles are 60, 60. Every angle is 60, 60.
Yes.
This is 60, 60. These are 60, 60 degree angle. Okay, right. Then you know already this thing. Then try to answer it. Can you answer it? How much time you will need? I am giving you 30 seconds time. Or maybe 1 minute, not more than that.
Four plus root 2 into A.
4 plus root 3 into A.
Yes. What is the answer?
4 plus root 2 into A.
4 plus root 2 into A is wrong.
4 plus root 3 into A, sir.
That is also not right.
4
You
plus
will be surprised.
two root
Very, very
two.
simple.
10A.
Answer. 10A is also wrong.
6A.
6A seems to be right. I'm not sure. I have to find it out. I will find it out in front of you. You will come to know. Let us see now. It may be 6A, it seems, but I'm not sure. So see what I will do here. What this I will give you just a trick here now. Do you know what OB means actually? OB means OA plus AB. Is it right or not? Vectorially,
Yes, sir.
what is OB?
Yes, sir.
So let us do this. Let us write all these in terms of, I want to write these vectors in terms of these sides. That will make the problem much easier. Let us try that. For example, if you tell me what is OD, then I think you will agree that OD is equal to OE
Plus
plus
O
ED.
Plus
ED.
ED.
And similarly, I can write OB is equal to OA plus
Plus AB.
AB. These are done. And after that, OC
OA
I
plus
can
OB
write
plus
2
OC is
times
equal to
AB.
2 into A, sir.
Not 2 into A, that will be wrong. What
2A,
A?
sir.
Here this A or
2A,
this A
sir.
or this A or this A, which A?
Ah, yes, sir. 2 into
again,
AB.
2 into AB is important because I could write
Okay, sir.
2A, I could write as 2 into OA. If I write 2 into OA, would that be OC? It will be
No, sir,
completely
no,
wrong
sir.
if I do that way. So we
Yes,
have to write with proper direction. Direction means I have to write AB. Okay, fine. Now, I think I have already represented all these in terms of the sides. Now I want to add all these up. if I add all these up, one more thing here. Can I do one thing? Can I say ED is nothing but AB? These are two parallel vectors and equal in magnitude. When they are same in magnitude and same in direction, then these are same vectors only. So I can say this thing. ED is equal to AB. And I can also say, I think that is enough. This much, if I say that will be enough. One more thing I can say here. OA vector plus, okay, now we will start writing this, then we will see what further we have to do. What result do we get by using these
Why OC is
equations?
equal to 2AB?
Hmm?
OC is equal to 2AB.